He's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And able to find Alan Lazard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans tell it.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A 1st down as they get 12 on the fake punt. On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On 2nd down, Elway. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ahmad Gardner finishing off the corner blitz. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. On third down, it's Debo. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins now. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. That one complete down the field to Gonzalez. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Marvin Harrison, 38 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Elway. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. Thomas brings it in.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Elway. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Elway. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Elway. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll give it to Samuel. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Elway. Oh, spinning away. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Reggie Gilliam taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Up to the 20. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got a man. It's Marvin Harrison complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the right side here with Bone. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. On play action, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Cousins will try and throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for two. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Elway will throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing now, Elway on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10, Elway. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Elway. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing is Cousins. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Cousins gives way to Cook. Nifty move. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
On second down, here's Debo.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A give up the gut to Hill. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. On 2nd and 9, Cousins trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On 1st down, Elway.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So it's Jet football as we get you reset here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Oh, the Jets sweep to start the drive. Now Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. To throw, Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. Ian Thomas, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. Dances by him.
He's still on his feet. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Play fake. Cousins steps away. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Play action now. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Fourth down, Cousins. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Richardson off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. In motion right is Fitzgerald. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins throw into the hands of Gonzalez here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Cousins towards the end zone for Brown. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A.J. Brown, 41 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Larry Fitzgerald, 75 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw on the right side, complete to Herron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. on first down, Richardson. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Richardson. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chigakonkwo from 10 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They go play action. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Thomas brings it in. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have retaken. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On second down, Cousins again. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Richards. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Second down, here's Richardson. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's Richardson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Richardson. Over the middle, complete. That's Fitzgerald. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Richardson to throw it. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second, their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down, and it's Hill again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, they run with Hill. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
This is Eric Dickerson, four-time rushing champ. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. That
one goes for 24 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a give left side. It's Dickerson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Inside give to Dickerson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive, not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side is complete to Irvin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. He finds Campbell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On third down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now a first down carry. It's Hill to about the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson dumps this one off to Campbell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Toss play. This is Eric Dickerson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A give to the fullback on the dive. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Zerline's kick is up and through. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They run on first down with Jackson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. Throwing, Cousins. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. That ball caught by Harrison. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rolling to his right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Jackson. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane.
And the Jets are going to take possession.
The challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. The elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, Cook. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Here's Hill again on second down.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Fourth down, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. In motion right comes Reed. Young will set to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ward. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Fitzgerald coming in motion right. Young with the give to Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Young. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Now, before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown 49ers. Steve Young with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Young. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A spectacular run by the Hall of Famer Steve Young. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Cousins. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 45 on 2nd down. Cousins. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, Cousins. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Back to the ground. Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. A first down throw for Young. And he's got Shockey. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 17, Young in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In motion right comes Reed. 1st and 10, Young. Got a man, that's Ward. Touchdown, 49ers. Steve Young, his 3rd touchdown pass in this first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. Cousins looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion right is Fitzgerald. Now a handoff inside. It's Payton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now he'll try to run with this. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Fitzgerald coming in motion right. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. It's Young off play action. And he wisely will throw that one away. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A first down throw for Cousins. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Off the play fake, Cousins. On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, and it's Hill again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. In motion right comes Reed. On 2nd and 10, Young. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd and long for Young. Fighting his target, it's Ward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Young. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. In motion right comes Reed. Now Young on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former Jet, Darrelle Revis. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Asamoah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a... No. Young. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of it.
And my goodness, another interception. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young here to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. They find some open field here. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go 2. And he's brought down. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. In motion left goes Carter. From the red zone now, Young being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To try again after the sack. Young. This is caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And now here is another interception. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball